here, still in Alaska. We're in Ketchikan, Alaska today at Saxman Village, and this is a pretty incredible place where we've got all these totem poles, and we actually got to see the gentleman who does a lot of it. His name is Nathan Jackson, and he is famous all over the world for doing carvings. They said his carvings sell from $1,000 to $20,000 a foot, and he's 87 years old. So I'll show you some of that footage as well so you can see him, but it was an honor to get to be there in his presence. He's also teaching lots of different apprentices on how to continue his work, and so they were doing that when we happened to be here. These totem poles are fantastic, and the history was really interesting that they tell a lot about either a family member or how their family came to be, their lineage. They might tell about a birth of a child or coming of age of someone, or in memorial of someone. They also have shame poles, which is kind of hilarious. So if you really make them angry and you do things that are just not nice, you may end up in a shame pole, like poor Mr. William Seward over there. And the Abraham Lincoln pole is more of a celebratory pole in honor of him. They erected that when he freed the slaves. They say it rains here 250 days a year. They get sun 50 to 100 days a year, and an insane amount of rain.
And I'm going to take just a few minutes of your time today and share some information. It may help you better understand some of what you'll be seeing on tour today with sourdough. If you have any questions while I'm talking, feel free to stop me, okay? Ketchikan is known as the first city. It's also known as the salmon capital of the world. We have 5 species of salmon here. We have chum, sockeye, king, silver, and pink. Our salmon run starts as early as April and goes as late as October. There are 3 prominent native tribes that live in this area, and they are the Tlinkits, the Tsimshians, and the Haidas. Before there was a written language, totem poles were used as a means of communication amongst the tribes. And there were several types of totem poles carved to represent several different things. I'm going to share a couple of those with you. The mortuary pole was carved to honor someone of high caste that passed away. Cremated remains of that person were put inside of a box. The box was put inside of a totem pole through a hole carved out of the back. A memorial pole was carved to commemorate a special event or person or both, maybe a birth, a marriage, or a child coming of age. A genealogy pole was carved to represent your family, show who your family was. And this pole was placed near and facing the water so that people passing by it could look at it and tell who lived there. And a story pole was carved to teach the children through the stories. Totem poles are carved out of western red cedar. This is a red cedar log. The reason this type of wood is used is because it is straight grained, it's fairly soft, it repels insects, and it is self-preserving. What I mean by that, cedar trees all rot from the inside out. Traditional paint is made by taking salmon eggs and extracting oil from them, and then adding color to that oil base. To get black paint, graphite or charcoal is used. Copper oxide or iron oxide will give either a reddish brown color or a greenish blue color, and then there are several plants and berries that might be added to that to enhance color. On this wall is a design that was created by a local Haida artist. This design depicts a transformation of human to animal. So in this case, it would be from man to bear. Over here on the other wall is the beaver house. And the beaver house replicates a log house, also called a community house, where at one time several families used to live together. Today, however, it's used more for ceremonies. Above the house on one side is the moon, on the other side is the sun.
That's a little look into Ketchikan, Alaska, known as the City of Totems, the salmon capital of the world, and also Alaska's first city and a look into its incredible people and the amazing history that is commemorated in these incredible totem poles. All right, we'll have that answer to your question of the day when we return on Midwest Access.